Hey YouTube, what's up? It's Scott Kazan, the Balloon Man again, and I got another cool balloon for you. This one's for line work. It's a great design. It stood the test of time. I've been making this design for almost 4 years now, and it's not going anywhere. So you better learn this design, especially for line work, especially for just, you got to learn it. There's no excuse. There's no reason not to. It's too good not to learn this design. So, before I get started, how do you like that? The fish tank right now is so disgustingly green. So disgustingly green that I'm embarrassed. Okay? Now remember, this is my girlfriend's fish tank. So, Bingsky is not really good at cleaning fish tanks or keeping the fish alive in the fish tank. There's one fish in there that, for whatever reason, just won't die. So, anyway, guys, let's get right into it. So what makes this design so awesome is that you can cater to whatever the kid wants. Do you want a skeleton on a motorcycle? Do you want a pumpkin on a motorcycle? Do you want Batman on a motorcycle? Do you want a dinosaur on a motorcycle? Do you want a monkey on a motorcycle? You could put any character on a motorcycle. That's what makes it so much fun. And you'd be surprised, or you shouldn't be surprised, because you should know, kids love vehicles, especially motorcycles sometimes. So if you can make the kid happy by putting whatever design that he's going to get on a motorcycle, boy, how cool is that? And everybody's impressed. I mean, everybody is impressed. For whatever reason, people just go crazy for this design. So you're going to start with 2 bubbles, and you're going to pinch twist both bubbles. And we're going to start by making the arms. Now normally I make an arm, and then I make 2 bubbles on each side for the hands. You can do 1 bubble, I think that would work, but I usually just do 2 bubbles out of habit. So what I meant was you make a big bubble for an arm, and then you make 2 small bubbles, 4 small bubbles for the hands. And then come back and make the last bubble the same size as that first bubble. And bring it in. Then with your 2 pinch twists, you're going to snug one of the pinch twists in between. Nice and snug. So now we make the body, a pinch twist, and then the legs. So I made a 2-finger bubble, then a pinch twist, and now we'll make the legs. You do the same thing. You make poodle legs. You make a leg, then a foot, and another foot, and then another leg. And of course make this balloon the same size as this balloon. So you're going to wrap that in. Now, what's funny is if this is a monkey on a motorcycle, leave that right there. You got yourself a monkey tail. Otherwise, break it off. And take that piece and wrap it in. So what we have here is a body that will sit on a motorcycle. And the original design is from this guy named Scott. And he's on YouTube. His name is Scott Davis. But I don't think he's posted YouTube videos in years. But this was a really cool design that he taught. And then you can add the head. So at this very moment, you could take the minute to tease the kid and say, oh, it's on an invisible motorcycle. Here you go. Or, oh, look, it's a skeleton dog. There you go. That's what you wanted. And the kid will be like, no, on my motorcycle. And that's fun. You know, you can just mess with the kid for a little bit. All right, so now you take the other balloon. And make sure it's got a pretty good amount of tail. Because, believe me, if it's overinflated, you're going to run into some problems. Alright, so tie that piece in, and what we're going to do is make 2 bubbles and come back to the top, and then make a loop. So, small bubble, back up into the pinch twist, twist this, run this through, And now loop around those two black bubbles. And then make a spot. And then run it through again. Right? And then you want to, right now it's like on the side, you're going to want to just push this in the middle. Get the pinch twist to sit on top of the tire. And kind of get it all situated so the bubble is right underneath the body. And then you would make a bubble and push that through the legs. Alright, so you see what we did here? We started here, did these two bubbles, went around, and then straightened it out, pushed this bubble right through, and now you got to make the tire. But before you make the tire, you make the engine, the gas tank, and then make a pinch twist after the gas tank. This pinch twist will tie in between these four bubbles. Just run it right over, and then situate it right there. And now you have to make the tire. Now, this is why you guys subscribe to my channel. Because I don't just teach you the balloon, but I teach you things you might want to keep in mind for those of you who have never made this balloon before. What happens is, you obviously make the bar that goes down, and then you make another one of these tires, right? So you would make a small bubble, another small bubble, and come up and in. And now we have to just loop it. Now, there are two things that might happen. This will either be overinflated, which if that happens, you're in a little bit of trouble. So, here, look, you make the loop, you twist it in, just like that. Now, obviously, we have to break this piece off. So if this is overinflated, it can be tough, because then if this part breaks, the whole thing comes apart. So what I always do is I usually break off just the tip, and then I grab this piece and I just run it. I grab this piece and I just run it around this two bubbles, down and up, and just run it really through, nice and tight, and then bury that in there. And there you have it. It's pretty simple, but it is going to take a little practice to commit it to memory, where you can make this in about 2 minutes or less. For those of you that use sticks, this balloon can be tricky as to where to put the stick. I usually put it in between the leg and that seat right there. And I usually run it up to you can run it right in between that bubble right there, because obviously the one thing about sticks is that I want the stick to be stable and I want it to stay in place. I don't want it to end up coming out and then the balloon won't hold the stick anymore. That's not what we want. So guys, there it is. How cool is that? This is the best balloon that you will learn, because, like I said, you can put anything on a motorcycle, any balloon head that you have. It could be Hello Kitty. It could be Minnie Mouse. It could be Mickey Mouse. It doesn't matter. You can use any head that you want, all right? And it's fast, and it's very impressive, and it's the type of balloon that you definitely don't mind making 5 or 6 times at a party, because it isn't time-consuming, and like I said, people are very, very impressed with this design. So guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget thumbs up and subscribe, especially if you know you're going to use the balloon. I'll see you next time.